All right, Falco Marth from Falco's End. We have to make sure that we're lasering a lot to keep the Marth out. And what can you see this guy's doing? Doing a really good job of trying to counter hit me. And there's a nair to jump over my moves. And this person's doing a lot of roll. I mean, look how much roll is happening there. And they really want to pressure me out. But unfortunately, Marth's roll is pretty laggy. So we can kind of just pressure him out. Even if we're kind of wrong, we can get that. So we're going to go to a top platform just so we can avoid Marth, because these moves are going to hit a lot lower. And notice if I miss a laser when close, I'm in a really tough spot. Marth gets on a platform to avoid. Oh, unfortunate. Tried to avoid there. And you can see as soon as I get close, there's an immediate roll, right? Although there wasn't one this time. And the reason for that is because they power shielded and they got pushed back and they noticed that. I didn't think they would, so I thought I was going to be fine. You can also see they really want their... They really want to get their power shields. So against power shields, I want to shoot lower lasers, right? I made sure they couldn't run away this time, because they've been getting me with that before. Notice we grab the edge right before Marth takes off so we can be invincible, so he can't hit us early. We waited to go up this time. This person was taking a lot of time approaching me, so I wanted to make sure that they were just punished. Now you can see this Marth falls through platforms a lot. So I was just going to punish that out. Oh, interesting. There's our roll. We'll take that hit. That is fine. This is less fine. And so forward smash is going to cover pretty much everything but me going high. So that's exactly what happens. Marth goes low there in order to catch me out. So again, look at how much this Marth... Oh! Look at how much this Marth really wants to get the counterattack on me. And so we're just going to attack through the platform because they have to always be thinking of the ways we could be coming in on them. Now we're going to be on a much smaller stage. It's going to be a lot harder to attack from the platform. But it's also going to be harder for them to move away from me. Oh. And of course, if we miss, we just come in with the forward, with the nair. Now notice, Marth goes so low, or he falls so much slower than Falco, right? And it's going to make it easy to miss and then go in and hit. So we do an attack, then we go in and hit. Yeah, not much Falco can do there. When he has to up B, he has no flame to protect him like Fox does. And of course, we just nair, push him away. And then he thought we were going to go for edge early. We can just punish him out. Randall not being quite there. Randall does come out at 4 on the clock every time. I didn't think they'd actually do it. This person, so as you can kind of see, what does Marth have really good on this stage? He has the ability to cover so much of it. The sword, right? But because he double jumped early, we're able to call him out with back air. And even if we were wrong, we just go to edge. And they wanted to go for counter, but we hit them on their startup. So that's going to be it for their stock. But you can kind of see what they were going for, right? They always wanted to make sure that they were counter hitting me. They didn't really want to try and push their advantage. They wanted to stay back. Use their power shield. Use take laser out of the air and then forward air. Nair over my laser. And when Marth nairs, he pulls his body up. So lasers, he can avoid lasers, but he can also hit Falco. He can beat Falco's laser or aerial with the first hit or second hit of the nair. And in the second hit beats holding down. And since Falco can't dash dance grab it very well, very strong option for Marth to use. Now, we also talked about exploiting Marth's weakness out of the air, which Falco can do with full hop nair into Marth about mid% or higher, and then full hop bear, which is going to work even at certain lower percents into mid and high percents. It's going to push the Marth away. We also talked about... I guess I can also add that cornering Marth can be really good, which is why it can be a bit risky to play the way this Marth did. But how did they play around that? They got on a platform and then they would come off with a forward air. And that's pretty good because Marth doesn't have to do his jump squat startup. So when you jump, you have a few frames here on the ground. You don't have to do that when you're on a platform. You just run off. So that saves you a little bit of time. Unfortunately, it does mean that Falco can jump up with Shine, or he can space back air on you, especially on Yoshi's, to try and get you out of that, which is why you did not see Marth do that on Yoshi's, but you did see him do it a little bit on Battlefield because Falco's short out back air has a much harder time reach and really effectively doesn't really reach on Battlefield. So, let's see, what else can I say? So I didn't necessarily true combo the Marth to death, but the Marth could true combo me into a lot of tough spots with their up tilt and their up air, mixing up how I wanted to DI and bringing in the random forward smash sometimes, so I could never be sure if I really wanted to hold out. They did a good job at keeping me guessing, and because my SDI isn't the strongest, they could also keep me in the combo for longer as well. They also used forward smash to cover a lot of my angles to recover. But again, I still had some times I was getting back, and if I didn't fast fall, sometimes I would let them swing and then I would go around them, such as at the end. They wanted to use a lot of counter when they were in tough spots because they really like just kind of pushing buttons and trying to get out of tough spots. And I fell for that a lot, but at the end, counter still takes a little bit to come out, and so I was still able to get the downer and to eliminate their stock. We also talked about their roll habit. Whenever they were in a tough spot, they just kind of immediately rolled. And even when I wasn't sure if they would, I could still pressure them out regardless. So you can kind of see that Falco can still have a good control even on people that like to roll. And of course, if I wanted to just space on them a little bit more, I could let them roll and then hit them as well. And you also saw that, if I got them to the top platform around 40%, I might do an up tilt and then forward smash. And if I didn't do that, then I could down air them for extra damage, so I can DI mix up them that way. Anyway, these are just a few things that I was thinking about that I thought you guys might like. You can go back over the match to see even more commentary I did. And I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this slower but still informative educational gameplay I did. And of course, GG's to my opponent. Dude, no way. What happened? I'm changing my name. Anyway, we're playing against Link. So we're playing Falco Link, and we love low tiers, and we want to back your Link out of the air. And we want to make sure we're kind of threatening when the Link can come out. If he's ever jumping in the air, we want to make sure that we are back-airing him. We jump again. We could have just back-aired that, but we kind of messed it up. Anyway. And we're just going to get pushed out. That is perfectly fine. But we're not going to get down there, which is less fine. But that is all right. So you can see we had to kind of mess up a lot of juggles for that to happen. Do they make this back? They do. And we'll just kind of push them back out. And they weren't close enough to tech. Maybe with some SDI they could have gotten it. But yeah, now we are going to get to the top platform. Notice how we did avoid Link there. We're going to lock him down with some lasers. Going to wait a little bit. See if we can avoid some other punishes there. Went down. See if he can get out. All right, go for a little bit of a charge down smash. Link is heavy. It's going to take a little bit to move him out. And back air, finally, like we were talking about before, is going to push the Link away when he is high up. So again, we're going to kind of go for the same sort of play. This time we're going to go high or not. We're going to shorten. I didn't think he'd do up tilt twice, but only so much you can do is Link. Push him up. Looking for a double jump. They were double jumping before. And that's going to be all right for us. We're just going to kind of go in with our side B. Just chump check them, see if they can do it. Oh, tried to go for a waveland. No dice. But we'll make it to the edge. Link is a bit slow, so we're going to be fine. And that's why you don't want to jump in with the laser, by the way, there. When you jump in really aggressively like that, what happens? What happens when you jump in is you're very vulnerable. You're very vulnerable when you jump in with a laser like this. So you can see when I jumped in like that, I got punished right away. So you have to be very careful about that. And I was a little bit early on my up tilt. We are going to get beaten out. And of course, laser forward smash. First laser's going to hit Link after he's already gotten up, so we can just kind of push him out afterward. We're going to be going in again on Fountain of Dreams. And we're going to be coming in with an aggressive laser, but this time it's from far away, and we were pretty sure the Link is going to pull out a projectile. Didn't miss their L cancel, or edge cancel, so we're just going to punish. We loop our back here. I think they wanted... Oh, nope. So we're just going to space that out this time. And we're invincible, so we can just down it. We don't have to worry about trying to time our... time everything perfectly. And you can kind of see there. You can kind of avoid him. You can avoid... Oh, good shield, or, sorry, good, SDI. Oh. Oh, gonna hit me out there. That's gonna be really good. Are they gonna be able to finish this? Oh, they are. Oh, but they kind of bonked their head. Very unfortunate. They had everything coming together for them there. Not really much I could do. And we're gonna kind of DI out. We're going to take this hit, go to the edge. We're just going to do get up attack and keep the Link honest. Now you see they're holding down a lot, so we don't want to make sure we hit him with any weak moves at this percent. We want to be hitting him with stronger attacks. Oh. And they're going to be missing their edge cancel again. Oh. We're just going to hit him with the... Hit him with the grounded up B. Oh. Messed up. This guy really wants us up B, but unfortunately Link's jump squat just too low, and we can come out with our back air like we've talked about a little bit before. Just push the Link out, and that's going to be not quite a kill yet. Just going to delay a little bit so we can get around this timing the Link setup. Now we were trying to shield, back air delay into shield so we could beat out whatever Link was going for there. And down air, down smash, going to push Link pretty far out. Then there's not so much you can kind of do at that point. It's going to be pretty far away. So kind of like I was telling you guys, GG's to Horborg, and of course, what do we kind of learn from that? We want to push the Link out. We want to laser lock down what he can do, beat him out of the air with our back air. You saw it's pretty much going to beat all the stuff he does. Don't want to get crouch canceled by Link. Of course, there's only so much he can do about our moves, so it makes sense that he was going to be getting as much value as he could have off of that. He's going to be doing up B a lot. We can jump over that as we kind of showed you as well. So as long as you're safe on crouch cancel and shield, and it's not too hard because Link has a lot of jump squat and his doesn't have the greatest aerial mobility, you can always lock him down pretty well and get a punish from there. You have to make sure you're not too risky going out with your back airs for edge guards, because if you do miss those, you are going to be killed against pretty much any character, Link included, and you kind of saw how that worked out. Anyway, that's pretty much Link, not too complicated. Make sure you work your back airs, make sure you're safe on crouch cancel, make sure you're safe on shield. You don't really need to go in for a lot of grabs, you can just space on him. His shield grab is slow to start up, his grab in general is slow to start up, so you can always take advantage of that as well. And yeah, GG's to our opponent. Hopefully you guys thought Falco Link was a little more interesting than before, and you were able to play against your Link opponents a little better now.